Decentralized finance (DeFi) convention SYNTHETIX has quickly returned from the new market slump with strength. Its local token, SNX, rose from a two-year low of $1.45 hit on 18 June to exchange at more than $3.59 on 22 June, a practically 150% flood in under 7 days. At the hour of compassing, 27 June, the token remembered to around $2.65. A lot of SNX solidarity was because of an ascent in exchanging action on SYNTHETIX. The SNX exchanging volume dramatically increased from $108 million on 18 June to $255 million on 19 June, SYNTHETIX framework details showed. Expanded exchanging volume has pushed SYNTHETIX to become one of the top acquiring blockchain networks. Information on cryptofees.info showed SYNTHETIX was the sixth most noteworthy acquiring crypto network as far as 7-day normal expenses, which came in at $376.9 million, starting around 27 June. Ethereum finished off the rundown with 7-day normal expenses of almost $4 million. Uniswap, Binance Smart Chain, AAV and Bitcoin made up the remainder of the main 5 rundown on 27 June. So we should plunge profound and get familiar with the SYNTHETIX protocol and its local token, SNX. You will likewise find the most recent SYNTHETIX cost expectation for 2022 and past to help you in your exploration. SYNTHETIX standpoint. Solving DeFi liquidity and slippage issues. SYNTHETIX is a decentralized money (DeFi) convention that gives clients openness to many cryptographic forms of money, government-issued types of money and wares through tokenized subordinate resources, known as manufactured resources or synths. Synths don't need the client to hold the fundamental resource. SYNTHETIX, based on the brilliant agreement network Ethereum, is a layer 2 scaling arrangement optimism. The convention was sent off in September 2017 under the name Haven, rebranding to SYNTHETIX a year after the fact. Clients need to stake SYNTHETIX's local token, SNX, as guarantee to acquire resources on the convention. As per SYNTHETIX's light paper, synths are at present upheld by a 400% collateralization proportion. For instance, a client should store $4 worth of SNX to get $1 worth of SUST. ETH stores are likewise acknowledged as an elective type of insurance to mint synths at a collateralization proportion of 150%. SYNTHETIX expects to address liquidity and slippage issues experienced by dealers on decentralized trades, DEXs, and unified trades, SEXs. It does as such with the assistance of its component, where all the synths acquired from the convention are pooled together into one obligation pool. How does this function? A client who has acquired $1 worth of a resource doesn't pay $1 to recover their marked SNX. All things being equal, the client needs to pay their portion of the obligation pool at the hour of recovery. For instance, in the event that the convention's all-out obligation pool, which comprises of all resources acquired on SYNTHETIX, is valued at $100,000 and client A has acquired $1,000 of SUST, A should pay 1%, 1,000 10,000ths of the obligation pool to reclaim their SNX store. The worth of obligation pool shifts, similar to the rundown of the relative multitude of printed virtual resources, involving SUST as well as SBTC and different resources. It very well may be more than $100,000 or less, any time of time. So getting SUST isn't precisely acquiring, it's more similar to exchanging against different borrowers, made sense of Singapore-based DeFi convention speculation bunch Serenity Fund in a Medium post. With this component, a client can trade as virtual resources any opportunity to one more virtual resources, with zero slippage, for example from SUST to SBTC. Zero slippage is because of the way that clients trading these virtual resources not again any individual or market producer, yet rather, it's the client himself reimbursing somewhat his portion of obligation pool, and afterward getting a similar sum in another resource. Just the structure of the obligation pool changes, the worth of the obligation pool doesn't change. Various DeFi conventions are utilizing SYNTHETIX's instrument to offer low slippage exchanging to clients. Quenta, a decentralized trade, uses SYNTHETIX's obligation pool to work with exchanging. Lyra is a robotized market producer that involves SYNTHETIX for better evaluating and liquidity. What is the SNX token? The SYNTHETIX Network Token, SNX, is the stage's local token. It's utilized as guaranteed to mint synths. SNX holders who have stamped synths and have kept a sound collateralization proportion are paid a piece of the expenses produced by the organization. As per Messari, 100 million SNX tokens were given in March 2018, of which 60% was designated available to be purchased to financial backers and 40% to pioneers, group, network establishment and motivations. In March 2019, SYNTHETIX changed its money-related approach to expand SNX supply to around 250 million tokens throughout the following 5 years. Nonetheless, SNX emanation was corrected to be fixed at a 2.5% yearly expansion rate beginning September 2023. As per Messari, SNX ongoing expansion rate has been 3.4%. Exceptional stockpile of SNX, which alludes to the whole on-chain supply, has been at 276.9 million, starting around 27 June. Information uncovered SNX had a high grouping of whale financial backers, with the top 1% addresses holding around 271 million SNX tokens, addressing around 97% of remarkable stockpile, starting around 27 June. Information from Into the Block showed that more than 70% of SNX holders held their tokens for over a year. SNX cost examination, 90% away from ETH. Starting around 27 June, SYNTHETIX was the 97th biggest digital currency network with a market capitalization of more than $317 meters. Information from CoinMarketCap showed that SNX has flooded practically sixfold, ascending from 46 cents on 16 March 2018 to exchange at $2.65 on 27 June 2022. SNX hit an unequaled high of $28.77 on 14 February 2021 on the rear areas of strength 4 of in the crypto decentralized finance (DeFi) area in 2020, which has been named the DeFi summer of 2020. Since hitting record levels in mid-2021, SYNTHETIX has battled to add to its valuation. The SNX token fell around 25% in 2021. In the wake of seeing further selling strain in 2022, a continuous bear market pushed SNX down around 90% from its record levels, starting around 27 June. Information from investigation firm Into the Block showed that more than 98% of SNX holders have been holding their tokens at a loss at current costs of $2.65, starting around 27 June. At the hour of compassing, 27 June, specialized investigation showed negative opinion for the token, with 27 bearish and 0 bullish signs. SYNTHETIX means to take care of liquidity and slippage issues looked by dealers in